Good morning, everyone, and welcome to CSL Leesburg. I am Tamara, and we are continuing with our theme for 2026 with Open at the Top. And in the month of June, we're having so much fun with the theme for the month, Higher, Deeper Love. The title of our talk today is I Was Made for Loving You. And we had a neat little discussion prior to going online officially about how in June they're just having fun with song titles this month. And it's so easy to do when your theme is love. We are so glad that you took some time out of your day to join us. Please let us know if you have any concerns or celebrations. And Reverend Melinda is here, and she will be sure to include them when we get to our prayer portion of our service, which we call spiritual mind treatment. All right, that's all I have to say to officially kick things off. We're so glad that you're here. Take a deep breath, sit back in your chair, and enjoy our opening video.
Please join us as we create
the
our
weather
sacred
permits,
space. We
we
set our
can water
intentions
dog
of
in the
deepening into
pool
our
and talk
awareness
to
and practice of our 5 pillars of spiritual living by lighting this candle in our virtual world. Our first pillar is of an open mind and the power of our minds. The second pillar is affirmative prayer, represented by the divine quality power. This pillar honors the power of prayer in our daily lives. Our third pillar is meditation and the divine quality of peace. This pillar reminds us of the importance of meditation and the peace we feel when we quiet our minds. The fourth pillar is circulation and the divine quality of life. We know that the great law of circulation works in our lives. As we give, so shall we receive. And the fifth pillar is sacred service and the divine quality of love. This pillar affirms our call to be of service to our world as we see through the eyes of love. Let us close our eyes as we bless this sacred space and our time together. As we weave each of these pillars of spiritual living into our service today, may they deepen our own spiritual practices of study, prayer, meditation, circulation, and service, expanding our minds and our hearts to the 5 divine qualities of truth, power, peace, life, and love. We also bless everyone who made our service possible today and everyone in attendance. May the energy of love that is generated here bless everyone abundantly, and so it is.
And so it is. And now we have Reverend Melinda Jacobs as our guest speaker today, and she'll be taking us through our meditation today as well. If you're a regular at CSL Leesburg, then you know Reverend Melinda. She's a frequent guest speaker here. She is a certified clinical hypnotherapist, and she assists people with their healing, especially after traumatic incidents. She's been doing this for over 15 years, and she guides people through transformative journeys with compassion, expertise. And I'm a huge fan of hers on Insight Timer. I have to put out that little commercial too, Melinda. So I now turn you over to Reverend Melinda for our meditation.
Thank you, Tamara. That was very sweet. Oh, so that sacred time to go inward, to be still. Let's all join in. If it's comfortable, close your eyes. Otherwise, allow your eyes to just softly focus. And just notice the breath. Maybe not even needing to change it in this moment. Just allowing the gentle ebb and flow of the breath to move you. As you feel your lungs expand and the air coming in, and feeling that gentle release as you exhale. Allowing your body temple to become heavier, feeling the weight dropping into the support beneath you. Inviting the mind to breathe with you. Inviting the mind to take a deep inhale and exhale. Inviting the mind to slow itself down. Letting go of the need to pay attention to all the outside noise. Bringing all your attention to your beautiful sacred heart. And if it's comfortable, just maybe placing one or both hands over the center of your chest. Connecting with this energy center that is the interconnection with all things. Recognizing that this center, your heart center, is the place where you get to love deeply. And maybe there's places here where it's closed off a little bit, or maybe a lot. And just allowing the breath to expand the heart space, allowing the love that is there, that is eternal, to expand and begin to fill the body. Allowing it to expand beyond the body to fill your energy field. And allowing this love to begin to move out beyond your body, beyond your energy field, and fill the room. Just with the simple breath, with the simple invitation to just allow love to be present here, because it always is. And bringing your awareness to the space around you, recognizing love was already there as well. It is within you and all around you. And just continue to allow love to be with the breath as you inhale and exhale. yourself to just seep in this energy, in this vital energy of love. And when you're ready, you can just softly bring your attention back into the room and open your eyes.
Good morning, CSL Leesburg. This is a song that I sing with my kids sometimes. And if you're familiar with it, I invite you to sing along. Red and yellow and pink and green, purple and orange and blue. I can sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow, I'll sing a rainbow too. Listen with your eyes, listen with your eyes and sing everything you see. Now you can sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow too. Red and yellow and pink and green, purple and orange and blue. I can sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow. Ah, can you sing a rainbow too?
Isn't she amazing? It just every time Leah sings, it just touches something so profoundly deep within. And she's such a gift. Thank you, Leah, for bringing your brilliance, your music, your wisdom into this world. Well, good morning. My name's Reverend Melinda. It's good to be with you again. I love this beautiful community so much. And it just happens to be our theme is love this month. How amazing is that? And today's title is I Was Made for Loving You, Baby. Like we were talking with Tamara. I can't not sing it. I just can't. And this is it's so perfectly timed, right? This theme. And we talk about as spiritual beings, as spiritual people, that love is all there is. And yet, and yet, I want you to just take a moment and maybe just look back at the last 24, 48 hours. And I want you to think about what was the most loving thing you did? What was the most loving thing you did? And when I think back, the first thing my mind goes to is all the loving things I didn't do, like all the things that were not loving. It's funny how the mind likes to track where we're off and where, we need to be fixed and what's broken and all of that. The mind seems a little habituated to sensing and looking in those ways. And yet, sometimes the most loving things we do are the simplest things. It's a simple smile. It's a compliment, a kindness. Sometimes it's bigger than you could imagine and smaller than you can even sense. And so sometimes idea of what is love gets a little skewed. So I'm going to go to our reading today from All About Love. Spiritual life is first and foremost about commitment to a way of thinking and behaving that honors principles of inner being and interconnectedness. When we choose to lead a spirit-filled life, we recognize and celebrate the presence of transcendent spirits. Some people call this presence, soul, God, the beloved, higher consciousness, or higher power. Still, others say that this force is what it is because it cannot be named. To them, it is simply spirit moving in us and through us. A commitment to a spiritual life necessarily means we embrace the eternal principle that love is all, everything, our true destiny. Despite overwhelming pressure to conform to the culture of lovelessness, we still seek to know love. That seeking is itself a manifestation of divine spirit. Just allow those words to settle in you and allow them to create an alchemy within you that is beyond the mind and beyond the doing. It is really this surrendering of the deeper truth. And that last line to me is really what just wraps it all up is when we go out, when we look for love, whether it's with a partner, whether it's through a project, whether it's through service, or whether we're going in meditation, that seeking, when we're looking for it, when we're seeking it, when we're wanting it, when we're taking those action steps to get it, that's actually spirit within you seeking itself out in other ways, in other beings, in other connections, in other expressions. There was something that happened when I read that statement. That seeking is itself a manifestation of divine spirit. There was something that kind of jiggled in me, like it's like, ooh, you see me. Because I don't know about you. I've had interesting relationship history, and I could look at it and I could judge it as just, I've said in the past, it's a bit of a trail of dumpster fires. I could say that, but I don't want to say that anymore. Because what it was the spirit within me wanting to seek out and experience itself in an interaction with another person, in a relationship, in a business. There's something about that recognition, that spark of love, of wanting within us, that desire, when it is seeking it out. Maybe that's more than a loneliness. Maybe that's more than just a wound that's seeking to be healed. What if it's that spirit within you that is you, that is continually, effortlessly, forever, endlessly seeking itself out? I think that is a fascinating, interesting way to perceive. And with that, when I look at it through that lens, that spirit's moving through me to find itself out there in other people, in other circumstances, then my judgment of the relationships and the challenges and the struggles softens completely. It's almost like it just dissolves. And I have such love and compassion for the versions of me that allowed spirit to pull me into those moments, into those situations, into those relationships, because spirit was seeking itself out. It's so profound. From Science of Mind, Richer Living, Ernest Holmes says, when we let the love that is within us go out to the God who is in all people and the divine presence that is in all things, then we are loving God with all our heart and with all our soul and mind, because we are recognizing that the spirit within us is the same spirit that we meet in others. This is loving our neighbors as ourselves. You know, the master teacher said, love your neighbor as you would love yourself. And I think right now that we have so much self-loathing and self-criticism and self-judgment that we are loving our neighbors with self-judgment and loathing and criticism. But there's something about that. Again, Ernest Holmes is just saying the same thing. That spirit within us, that divinity within us is looking to love itself in other people. And yet we have our human experiences and we have our woundedness and we have our opportunities to grow within ourselves. Can you look back over the last 48 hours and see acts of loving, acts of kindness in the smallest of gestures? And maybe it's just in the desire and the wanting and the recognition that this situation could use more love. Isn't that what recognizing loneliness is? Just that simple recognition this situation could use more love. It's a very objectified, very factual kind of thing. Like, I feel all alone. I think I'd like to go experience more love. There's never anything wrong with that. And when the love that we cultivate within ourselves isn't a separate entity or an isolated experience, it becomes a direct outpouring of spirit. Hallmark did us a disservice. The Hallmark Channel does a little bit of a disservice. This idea that when I find the right person, then I'll feel love. That idea that there's someone out there that could love you fully and completely and complete you, that idea is a little bit of a disservice. I am not down-putting the Hallmark Channel because there is something wonderful about watching stories of people moving through obstacles and finding love. Nothing wrong with that. It feels really, really good. I just spent days watching Love on the Spectrum because it feels good to watch people find love. But the disservice is when we think it's outside of ourselves and it's not here. And the truth is, it's been here all along. It was always here. And yes, it can find its match and its equal outside of ourselves, but just hear those words. We will find our match and our equal outside of ourselves. So when there is a lack and an emptiness in here, guess what we're going to find out there? Oh, the sparks initially are wonderful, aren't they? Oh, the chemicals that flood our brain and just put us into that state of elation is wonderful, isn't it? It is a high, and it is a chemical high, and it's actually one that we can reproduce with food. Chocolate creates that oxytocin. Hugs create that chemical oxytocin. Deep conversations where there's a vulnerability and an opportunity to be seen and witnessed without judgment creates oxytocin. And so there's ways to recognize that what we're seeking out in the world, that love, that connection, was here all along. It's never been outside of us. Spirit's right here. and to be in that place of loving. I every year I follow a teacher who is a full body channel from Mother Mary. Now, if that's actually Mother Mary, I don't know. And I just did a podcast interview with her and we had a good giggle about that. It's like, is that really Mother? I don't know. But it feels loving. And for 3 months, she does this program called the School of Love. And this year's theme, this year's mantra was I am loving. I am loving. And it's amazing how that simple mantra, I am loving, over and over and over again, opened up places within me and everyone else that participated around the world into experiences of feeling more connected and it not having to do with anyone or anything outside of ourselves. The idea that the deepest loving experience, the deepest loving relationship that we can have is right here through I am loving. Now, it was an interesting experiment because am I loving all the time? Absolutely not. I am not going to please do not put me on some kind of crazy pedestal where I am this way all the time. I am not. I am challenged every day with normal human experience. When people cross a boundary and I try to hold a boundary and they don't honor the boundary, I get a little snippy, I get a little uppity. I watch the news and I get a little uppity. And yet I have this mantra in the back of my head, and sometimes it does come in the forefront. I am loving, as this constant reminder to the I am that is right here. Nothing, no one outside of me. Because we're all connected, and in that place of eternal oneness, there's nowhere to go but right here. And there's nothing, no thing out there that is any different than what's right here. And to practice I am loving is an interesting experiment. And I'd invite you to do this as an experiment to just notice what happens when you recognize I am loving. Because you might begin to start to see where you're not so loving. It might start showing up. It's like, oh, that little conversation I'm having in my head about that situation and that person where my feelings got a little hurt. That's not very loving, but I am loving. And so if I am loving, then how would this conversation be different? It's really about being willing to align ourselves fully, wholly to this idea that we're living a spiritual life, we're living spiritual principles, and we need to allow them to change us. And sometimes, like cats on a screen, we're just holding on to our old ways. We're holding on to these ideas of I'm right, you're wrong. I'm good, you're bad. Holding on like a cat on the screen. And this year's theme, open at the top. Sometimes we have to invite in, which is a little bit of a paradox. We have to invite in spirit to help us do it differently, see it differently, be more aligned to who we want to be and how we want to be. So truly, truly, if we're open at the top and we recognize, oh, wow, Melinda, that's not so loving. Then there's someone, something greater that I'm a part of that I can tune into and access right here within myself and say, this isn't how I want to be. And I need help and I need guidance. and I need support, and I need reminders of what it feels like to be loved, to be in the presence of loving. Because the great I am that we are extensions of is nothing but loving. The great I am, that divine presence that we are, the ocean of consciousness that we rise out of as these little individual waves, is love itself. And when we start to emanate that more, when we start to allow our actions and our thoughts and even our beliefs to exhibit more of that energy of I am loving, then we are becoming more like our Creator. We are becoming less separate from that because the Creator, the divine presence itself, is love. And if we're extensions of that, then anything that is unlike that, love, is actually not part of the divine. It kind of makes the mind glitch a little bit because I thought all things were God. I thought it's all God. Well, yes, it is. And humans made things that are not of God: war, illness, all those things. We don't need to go into a shame spiral for our creations, but we do get to take responsibility for them because we as human beings chose to live separately from God, from the divine, from spirit, from source. We forgot that this illusion we're living of separation is just that. It's just an illusion. And when we remember, when we really remember, oh, this personality that I've created, that I'm holding on to like a cat on screen, this personality is actually the illusion. And the reality is this beautiful extension of loving consciousness. That's the truth. And we get to live the illusion as long as we want because we are here by free will. How wonderful is that? That's exciting. And because we have free will, we can, by choice, choose something different. I've had some interesting experiences in my life, and one of them was, I'm not going to go into strong details, but I had a stalker and it frightened me greatly. and and since then, I'm very alert to my home and my property. And when things around my property start getting moved, it activates that internal fear a little bit. And when I moved here to Arizona, I live in this beautiful community, and they are helpful and they want to just help each other. And it's a senior community, which is weird for me to say. But so that lending, helping, loving, um, community neighborly thing is, it's just everywhere here. And I noticed my trash cans on trash day were getting moved after the trash got picked up, and that unsettled me. And it really got me quite pissed off. I was not pleased. I didn't receive it in the way that it was intended. It was intended to be helpful, to be neighborly. I received it as my stalker's back and he's messing with me, and oh no. This went on for weeks. My trash cans would get moved. I don't know who's doing it. And one day I saw the neighbor. I saw who was doing it. And I was fuming and I was stomping around my house like, who are you to come into my yard and touch my... I was having a right proper tantrum. And then the mantra came back. I am loving. I am loving. Confrontation has not been my forte. I don't do it well. I'm getting more and more practice at it. I'm getting better at it. But it scares me I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I don't want my anger to come out and take over. It feels scary. It's vulnerable. It brings up all sorts of insecurities and sense of worthiness. I mean, it's a lot. I am loving. I am loving brought me the courage to go have a conversation. I am loving brought me into that place where I trusted and I leaned into spirit heart. I'm like, you need to do this conversation. I don't know what I'm going to say because I'm lit up. I am loving brought me out to the street to meet my neighbor. I'm a recluse, so that's new. I am loving brought me to a conversation that was calm, that was kind, that was compassionate, that was considerate, that really came from a place of, hi, my name's Melinda. We haven't met. I noticed you're moving my trash cans for me. Thank you. I am loving. Didn't expect that to fall out of my mouth. Here's some information you don't know about me, stalker. And when things around my home start moving, it activates that within me, and I don't feel safe in my home. So as kind as your offer is to help me with my trash cans, I'd ask that you please not. And she's like, oh, no problem. I was just trying to be helpful. I am loving was what transmuted that interaction into something that was beyond what I could have ever imagined. I am loving is who you are, this extension of the divine. I am loving is a deep truth mantra that can carry you through your day, through the hardest of interactions, when you watch the news, when you're in that place of really playing out the illusion of separation of us and them. I am loving brings you back to the deepest place of kindness and compassion. I invite you to take this into your week and do a little experiment. Just start with I am loving. Let it permeate your thoughts. Let it infuse itself into your actions. Invite it to have the conversation for you and watch what's possible. Let's go into a prayer. And so as we go back in, we recognize that divine presence, that I am. I am the all of the all. In the back of all things is the presence of the divine, the spirit, the creator, the sacred, the holy. We go back into that place of remembering unity and oneness, wholeness and allness. That never was there separation, never could there be separation. Only within our own perception do we live out that illusion. And in this moment, we recognize it as that. And we come back to the truth. That power, that presence that is the all of all, the great I am, we are that. And there never is, never was, never will be any separation. And so through the power of my words, I know I claim in this moment that healing is happening for each and every one of us on this planet. That we are being called every day to bring this beautiful practice of I am loving into everything we do, everything we see, every situation that we bring our awareness to. Because what we observe has the power to change everything. I know I claim that energy moves based on how it's observed, and I know that we collectively can step back to the I am loving and observe the tension, the chaos, the harm, the hurt, the despair. We can embrace it with love, because love heals all things. It dissolves the illusions. It brings us back to truth. It brings us back to the wholeness. And for this time, for this community, for these beautiful words that have moved through me, I am so grateful. So grateful. I release this knowing it's done, knowing I am loving is permeating the world, lifting us up, bringing us back into the truth of our wholeness, our allness, our oneness. And I allow it to be. And so it is.
It's time to lay down your sword and shield, put down your stone, bring down your fighter planes and retire your drone. It's time to show the world what we've always known. We are one, we are one, we are one. We are all we're one people. We are all we're one blood. We are all we're all His children. There is only one love. There is only one love. It's time to decrease your anger and release your fear. Uncurl your fist, beloved. Our time is here. We're going to show the world how much we've grown. We are one, we are one, we are one. We are all we're one people. We are all we're one blood. We are all we're all His children. There is only one love. There is only one love. There is one. There is great wisdom shining on us from above. Let the sun condense us. There is only one love. There is only one love. There is one. There is great spirit, and there truly is in love. We are all we're all His children. There is only one love. There is only one love. Only one love. Only one love. Only one love. Only one love.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay, first of all, thank you so much, Reverend Melinda. That was absolutely amazing. And that last song, can we get some gigantic loudspeaker and just broadcast that around our whole gorgeous planet? Wouldn't that change things? Oh my gosh. Put down your sword and shield, put down your stone. We are one. That was beautiful. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for all the people that make today possible. Let's go into the recognition of our donations, because it isn't just Reverend Melinda and Reverend Charlene and Leah and Dan and Aaron Soul Pajamas and Chantal, who's doing all the magical buttons behind the curtain. It's the people that give the donations and make this all possible. So if you are a regular here at CSL Leesburg, then you know and I don't even see that money leaving. It just goes, it flows. And we practice the law of circulation. We know that as we give, we shall receive. So the messages that are brought to you on Sunday are possible because we get those from our home organization, our home office, and we offer classes and workshops, and it all comes back to you. And it's all the donations. So you can find something on the screen if this is new to you. And if you're a regular, we thank you so much for your donations because you make it all possible. We are one. All right, let's go to the blessing of our gifts. And we'll take a moment to get that on the screen. There it is. So please join me. I tell my students, say it loud and proud. Here we go. The presence of spirit within me blesses everyone I meet, tends to heal everything I touch, brings gladness into the life of everyone I contact. Therefore, I am a blessing to myself, to humankind, and to the day in which I live. All righty. And I don't know what we have for announcements, but let's see. I know this comes up. So we have this YouTube offering, and Reverend Charlene is busy making all these things happen. You can use the little QR code, and you can tune in for Healing Frequencies, Sacred HZ. And there's all kinds of little podcast videos that you can enjoy and tune into so you don't have to wait for Sunday when you need a little spiritual uplifting. We have this that we can provide to you. And that's probably going to wrap things up. Before we sign off and do our closing affirmation, I want to remind you of pearls. And I know especially Melinda would love to hear from you. What really resonated with the meditation, with the music, with the message? I always take pages and notes while the speaker is talking. And Reverend Melinda, there was something that I really connected with, and I can't wait to share. So we have something that we call pearls. These are the jewels. The birthstone for June is the pearl, so it just seems very appropriate. I have to throw that in there. And what is the jewel that you're taking away from today's service? Or what questions do you have? Or what do you need some more information about? Sometimes things are mentioned in the message, and you're like, wait, where did that quote come from? Or what was that podcast again? Or what was that thing that you said? I got part of it, but I didn't get the whole thing. So that's what we do during Pearls. It's our virtual coffee hour. We just hang out and spend a little more time with each other. If you can stay, please stay. If you can't, we know it's summertime and people are busy. I know Suzanne has a pool waiting for her. So if you have to run off, we understand. But if you can, please stay. All right, let's do our closing affirmation. But you know what I'm going to say? Unmute because I want to hear you. Thank you, Dan. Come on, Renee B. Can you unmute? All right, here we go. You ready? I am love.
I am
love.
Can we throw in one more? I'm going to go off book just for a second.
All right.
I am loving. Let's do that one.
I am
loving.
Loving.
I'm loving, darling.
Now look at somebody on the screen. Look at somebody who's across the room from you. Look down at a furry companion if you have one near you. Or, as I always say, we know that we are one. So you can send this message out across the waves, across the mountains. You can send this wherever it needs to go. Let's do that. You ready? Oh, there's a furry companion.
Yep.
Here we go. You are loved.
You are loving.
You are love.
All right. And let's just do this too. Why not? Let's do you are loving. Let's send that message out. You ready? You are loving.
Loving.
You are loving.
There's something
Even when
on
you wake me
Reverend
up at 4 in the
Melinda's
morning.
Nice. And now let's do our final one. You ready? It's all love.
It's all love.
It is all love. Thank you for joining us as we continue to explore higher, deeper love in the month of June. If you can stay, please stay. And if you have to go, we send you off with our love and our blessings. And we look forward to seeing you next Sunday. And that